Welcome. Thank y'all for coming back. It's your boy KP, the producer. If you can tell by the video, yes, we're doing a studio tour. Welcome to the Music Box, ladies and gentlemen. Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. The whole brains of the whole operation. I got my 2019 MacBook Pro, still running Mac OS Monterey. We're going to upgrade one day, but I'm waiting for everything to become compatible. Until then, I'm going to pump the brakes on that. Followed by that, my interface. The main interface is the Apollo 8XP. It's a workhorse. I got 8 channels on here, followed by another 4 with the Apollo X4. I got a couple of analog channels running to my 8. I got the warm audio bus comp, 2-channel stereo compressor, followed by the warm audio EQ. These are beautiful. Got them in stereo. Both running through channel 7 and 8 of the Apollo 8XP. And on channel 6, I got my warm audio WA76. Beautiful. Shout out to all the folks at Warm Audio and all of their products. I love Warm. If it's not Warm, it's definitely Universal Audio. Definitely hand in hand for me. I got a couple of preamps going into the 8XP. Start with the big boy, the Universal Audio, the LA610. If you don't know, go ahead and ask YouTube what that thing does. So back in the day, before I had the Apollos, I used to run this Focusrite, the Sapphire Pro. I actually just connected it back to everything, just for more channels. Not needed, but I did. But when I had that, that's when I had these Warm Audio, these WA12s. The sound, that interface is okay, but I just wanted some better pre's, because I do a lot of brass band recordings, and I just didn't think those drums was hitting the way that I want. So I definitely went ahead and added these Warm Audio. And for the same reason, when I was doing some tenor drums, the toms, I just couldn't get the same effects that I just wasn't getting that up. So I went ahead and added the Warm Audio WA273s. And when I added those, I used one for bass, used this one for bass, I used that one for snare, and I used these 2 for toms. And that made a huge difference when I was using the Sapphire Pro. But once I upgraded to the Apollo 8XP, it's really not needed between everything that thing does and all the UAD plugins. But I love the analog gear, so I still use the WA273s, the WA12s, not as much, but if and when needed, I definitely have those things. So I try to make this place as comfy and cozy for everyone to come in. I have a nice little sofa, fridge, microwave setup over there. For the most part in here, I record a lot of second line brass band music, a lot of New Orleans, Mardi Gras Indian, a lot of cultural music. So for that, I have those bongos over there. Shout out to my man Juan Pardo. I got my bass guitar over there sitting in there. I got the Juno G, the Roland Juno G, sitting over there to the back. what else I have? My controller, 49 key controller, sitting over there to the back. The speakers, we got the Yamaha HS7s. Didn't need nothing bigger than that because we are on a little box, so that's definitely enough power for this. If you notice, I have bass traps all corners. A couple of little traps on the wall. Also have my bass trap. Each corners, my tuba over there. Now for those that don't know, I am a musician here in New Orleans. My main instrument, trombone, and of course that tuba that you've seen sitting over there in the back. I have another bass guitar, nothing special, little Yamaha. 2 mixers, my other bass trap, and above us I have my cloud. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. That took forever. Most of the stuff I did doing my own, like putting that up, putting up the ceiling tiles, flooring. As far as the table, that was a pretty good deal that I found on Guitar Center. I believe it was like the RCA studio production table. It was like $3.99. I had space over here to put stuff, but this side came with a rack, a slide in and pull out rack, so I took that off and added some rack mounts so I was able to put more analog. And right underneath everything, I guess you can call this the mic locker. I'll go ahead and pull out all the mics, show you what we have. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled out all of my mics, lined them up on the floor, and we're just going to go through them one by one and just to show you what I have and show you what I like, and we'll just go from there. So first we're going to cover the SM7B. I have Tree and the cloud lifters to go with them. So not only do I do a lot of brass band and mighty grinding and stuff, I run a podcast that I record weekly, but these things are also great on horns. Trumpets, they sound great. Saxophone, it sounds great. Trombone, it sounds great. So musicians, definitely a great mic. $3.99 I believe. It's not too bad for what mics cost these days. So if you're a musician, brass instrument, I definitely recommend you grab one of those. Next, I have the Audix D6. The reason I went ahead and picked that one up, again, I said I'm a tuba player, and I needed a good tuba mic. So before I purchased that one, I actually used to use this SHURE, this Beta 52. It got the sound out. However, I just couldn't get the correct sound out of the tuba player. So shout out to my man Bubbles with the Soul Rebels. I asked him what he liked to use for his tuba, and he told me to grab this one. And I tell you, when I grabbed this one, I grabbed the whole tuba sound. The bottom of the tuba sounds great. And I started using that one with the bass drum, and I actually get a better bass drum out of that one than I do the Beta. The Beta works, but I like the Audix D6. So back to the Beta, I have the whole SHURE drum set kit mic. Come with 3 57s. You can't go wrong with the 57s. I actually used to use those on my brass instruments before I went ahead and upgraded. Great on snares, great on trombones, and the 52 as well. I have a stage band, so we use these for performances or practices. I have the SHURE Beta with the 57. Yeah. And just the regular 57. Those work great. Once I get my subscribers up, I'm gonna probably go ahead and give these away once we get to 1,000. So I know I'm not there yet. Once we climb on up there, I'm gonna give this away to my 1,000th subscriber. These are digital reference drum set mics. It's okay. Something cheap I needed to grab on the go. I think the whole pack costs like $199. So if you're on a budget, it works. It's just not the best. But when we come to the best mics, Jesus Christ. Now this is the SE drum mic kit. These are superb. Come with 2 of the SE8s. Great for hi-hats, cymbals, all of that, man. These are wonderful. I got the V7X snare drum mic. I might use this one for like my bottom snare drum mic. I still use the 57. Always going to the 57 for my snare. I couldn't find a great mics for my time, so that was the whole reason I went with this kit. Shout out to my representative at Sweetwater. So he recommended these, the V-Beats. Come with 3. And once I snapped these on some toms, running through the Apollo 8 XP for the first time, I was blown away. So shout out to the folks at SE. And we also have the V-Kick. So between this and my Audix D6, I don't even use that no more. But it's part of the collection and it's here to stay. So I went through all of them but one sitting in that box there. This came 3 days ago. Nah, you saw it when you walked in, but that is the Neumann TLM 67. So yeah, that's the Neumann TLM U67. First Neumann mic. Haven't had a chance to test it yet. Still waiting on the right still waiting on the first person to come here and test it for me, so we can actually see what that's hitting for. So on top of the brass band and Mardi Gras Indians, a lot of New Orleans cultural stuff, I do get to do a lot of rap, hip hop, some R&B, not too much. We record Pro Tools. Latest session of Pro Tools. Actually got a session pulled up again for my man Juan Pardo. He's dropping the album soon, Bell Bunker, with my man Eric Gordon. So y'all be sure to check that out. Also another latest edition, the MPC-X Live 2. I won't lie, I'm still trying to get into a flow with this thing. Haven't quite found a rhythm. I can put a beat together. I just can't sequence the god thing yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the studio, the Music Box Studio here in New Orleans, Louisiana. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit the like button. Please subscribe. Drop a comment if you have any questions, if you want to see me drop certain type of videos. I'm still figuring it out. Thank y'all for riding with me so we can figure it out together. But please, your input is I want to know. Let me know. If you want to see something, you want to see me do more cook-ups, recording videos, drop them down in the comments, and I'll make sure I put that video together for you. It's KP. Holla back. We gon' follow the beat, rocks down in New Orleans, that's where everybody meet up. Put down your problems, pick your feet up. Watch everybody fill the streets up every Sunday, boy, that's how we start the week up. It was poppin' for the